Noctua is one of the remarkable CPU cooling brands in the market right now, whose products have a professional design, easy to install features, and low noise levels. What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel once again. So today let's discuss Noctua's award-winning NH-U14S CPU cooler. So let's get started. Noctua NH-U14S comes packed in a decent box which is tough enough to protect the components inside. The unit is backed up with 6 years of warranty with a price tag of $63.75 on Amazon at the time of review. Opening the box, you get a small box on top and the CPU cooler itself lying underneath it. First of all, let's have a look on the smaller box. It contains all the accessories required to mount your Noctua NH-U14S. It contains mounting bracket for Intel and AMD, mounting bars, a quick installation guide, a welcome note, an L-shaped screwdriver, some necessary screws, some extra rubber pads for fan, and a small packet of all those common parts which may be required as per your needs while installing Noctua NH-U14S. This cooler comes packed with all you need to get started. Now talking about the cooler itself, again the Noctua packing is brilliant, and once you get your hands on it, you will admire that yourself. The Noctua NH-U14S comes with the aluminum heatsink grills with sort of copper baseplate. It is shiny, but being shiny has no relation with cooling and heat dissipation necessarily, so we'll get to that later in a moment. The fan that comes with Noctua NH-U14S is actually Noctua NF-A15 PWM fan. It is 150mm itself, but is mounted on a 140mm frame, which is kind of cool thing in my opinion. The fan is 4-pin, so you can control its speed and RPM. The fan has a maximum rotational speed of 1500 RPM approximately, with a minimum of 300 RPM as well. The maximum acoustical noise is rated to be 24.6 decibels, but I cannot test that personally as I don't have a noiseless environment. The heatsink itself supports multiple socket sizes for Intel and AMD. The fins of heatsink are made of aluminum and the shiny base is copper. The heat pipes are nice and sturdy, and all joints are soldered strongly and are nickel plated. The height and width of heatsink without fan is 165 and 150mm respectively. The depth is 52mm without fan. With fan installed, the height, width and depth is 165mm, 150mm and 78mm respectively. The weight of Noctua NH-U14S unit without fan is 770 grams, and with the fan installed, the weight increases up to 935 grams. Alright, so that pretty much concludes the physical aspects of Noctua NH-U14S. So let's talk about its installation. And I'm not exaggerating, but it just took me a couple of minutes to install this cooler in my system. And to be honest, it is one of the very easiest CPU cooler I have installed in my computer so far. You have to keep one thing in mind, that you have to install the fan if you have already installed the RAMs, because it will be tough for you to tighten the screws if the fan has already been installed. So here's how installation is done. So design and structure and installation is something else, but let's talk about the thing you all have been waiting for, the cooling and its performance. Well, so far let me tell you guys that I have been more impressed with this cooler so far than I anticipated it to be. It works really great, and I ran stress test for quite some time, and let me share the results with you. So let me tell you that the idle temps were lower as compared to other CPU coolers, and I was kind of surprised to see how well NH-U14S performed, but the main difference lies in the stress test. I ran the stress test for 30 minutes and the temps were below than expected. And just as a comparison, I'm adding the temperatures of 2 more coolers I used in the testing. The thermal compound I used was Noctua NTH1 and the system specs were the same. To be honest, I was really impressed with Noctua NH-U14S, that how well it performed, but it actually makes sense. Look how big it is and what a good performance fan it has. so the cooling capacity is enhanced, no doubt. So that's all for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. The link of Noctua NH-U14S CPU cooler is in the description below. See you guys in the next video. Take care. Goodbye.